rugby, there's wrestling, there's a couple other sports as well. Flag football now becoming such a global sport that so many teams and so many different federations that want to be involved in this game.
Final words for Mexico as their defense gets set. Seconds tick down. First snap of the day for China. The countdown in Chinese for the host nation. And it's Zixuan at quarterback. First reception, an easy 5-yard gain through the hands of Wang Xin.
Look, I already know this is going to be a tough task. I think that most people watching know this is going to be a very big hill to climb for China. But if you're able to go down the field, put a couple of good drives together against this great Mexican defense, you know, that in itself could be a win for you.
That's all they're looking to do. Something to take away from this tournament. China, a sky ball to take away from the Mexican defense. And Lin Wenzi was right there with 2 defenders on her.
You know, it's probably one of the first times in the tournament that Lin Wenzi is having someone be able to run side by side to her every single stride. And you see 2 of the Mexican defenders there, making sure that Lin Wenzi doesn't get loose.
Well, they've watched their tape. I reckon she's going to be double teamed for most of this match. Mexico, clever in defense. The rush coming. Xinyue has to get rid of it through the hands. Lin Wenzi unable to pull it down.
Lin Wenzi all over the field right now. A couple of targets for her. But that defense is going to be tight, as we just said. Fourth down already here.
Just the one completion for Xinyue so far. Wang Xin at center. Trips right. 3 receivers on the right for China. Xinyue, a handoff. Lin Wenzi going to showcase her versatility. It's worked out for Yanran, but she cannot run all the way to halfway. They needed 5 more yards to get the first down. So that'll be a turnover on downs.
Elizabeth Bourdais able to get the flag. A little bit of trickery.
Which way you like to
right. Mexico standing tall.
Wait for the whistle. First down.
So here is our first look at the international superstar, Diana Flores, with the ball in her hand, shifty feet, gets it away to her captain, Sylvia Contreras.
Her shifty feet, I think, is the best way to describe her. Shifty everything, right? She's so talented. Obviously, if you follow flag football at any level, you know exactly who Diana Flores is.
If you follow football at any level, she's become a star through the Super Bowl commercial that she ran a couple of years ago. Flores to the sideline. Ana Aguayo, number 9, used to play college basketball and earned the nickname Anaconda. Ana Consuela Aguayo for her celebrations when she drained buckets.
Just an easy pass, such a big target for her. You mentioned the basketball background there.
2 quarterback play. Rincon is their second quarterback, and she's got wheels for Mexico. Dragging defenders with her on the sideline, gets the first down and some.
Well, if you forget about Diana Flores, then, well, they have Rincon available there as well. She's not only so good with her arm, but can also beat people with her feet, as you're able to see here.
One of the most deceptive players running. Both Flores and Rincon can do pretty much all of it at quarterback. Flores looked to Rincon instead, looked down the field, and Contreras goes in for the first score of the day. Touchdown, Mexico.
Yeah, that didn't take long at all for Mexico to get on course, with the ball. Wendy Contreras wide open. Skips her way to the end zone there.
33-3. You'll see that combination time and again. 3-3 is lucky for Mexico. Ends up with 6. And they go for 2 points on the extra point play. From the 10, Flores. Secured by Aguayo, and it is good. In fact, not Aguayo, it's Chavez.
Just watch Victoria Chavez here, top of your screen, on the left. Just stands there, making sure her feet are in play, and Flores putting that ball on a rope right to her.
Look at the tippy toes.
Yeah.
Inch perfect for Chavez. So Mexico, job done on their first offensive drive. 4 points secured, 8 on the board. Now China, a chance to respond. QB2 is in, and a reception by Lin Wenzi from the throw of Fung Haolin.
Lin Wenzi has been the busiest of the players for China over the last 3 games. She's got an engine that just keeps on running, does Lin Wenzi.
Fung Haolin
Balls away.
looks downfield, straight up the corridor. Yan Ran gets a couple of extra yards by reaching out. 1 yard shy of first down.
Yeah, Yan Ran just be able to get across the middle there.
Third down.
Important play for China. Second down with just a yard to get that fresh set of downs here.
Pressure on Fung Haolin now. 1 yard shy of first down. Over the top, again down the corridor to Yan Ran. Ran the same route as the previous play.
First down.
If it's working, you don't change it. That's one of the things that China does so well here.
So first down for China. 3 receivers bunched up on the right. Interesting play call coming. And the trickery expected from this team didn't work out as Fung Haolin drops the catch. That ball underthrown, made it hard for Fung Haolin.
Yeah, way underthrown there.
Second down.
Lin Wenzi was being chased by one of the blitzers. Fung Haolin not able to come up with it. She steps under center now.
Fung Haolin, shovel pass forward, rugby underarm throw. Gets to Yan Ran again. And they keep moving the sticks on these short yard gains.
Third down.
You're gonna need more than that in a chunk play.
Absolutely, not a bad drive for China right now. You know, they're moving the ball forward, positive yardage. Sure, there's a couple of incompletions, but, you know, they're keeping the ball, not giving it back to Mexico, I think is huge.
Third down for Team China. Down the middle. Wang Xin puts on a show for the crowd, gets out at the 10.
We got fourth down. Fourth down. Fourth down.
Wang Xin able to get another completion here. China bench loving it. Nice to see the injured player for China with the team here as well.
Yeah, injured in the group stage, injured the wrist. She's on the sideline not playing, but she's okay. Fourth down for China, must score. And they can't get there. Defense of Mexico all over it.
Well, when you look at what China was going to do, I think everyone in the stadium knew where the ball was going to or who the target was. The problem was, so did Mexico, and you can see both defenders right there swarming Lin Wenzi.
She's such a weapon. It gives away the game plan, doesn't it, a little bit. Whereas you look at Mexico, it's the complete opposite. You never know where the ball's going to go. Flores goes short to Contreras. Contreras, the touchdown scorer, can do it after the catch as well. Dropped 6 yards short of the first down.
Contreras just dancing through people. Making one miss. Two miss, and the third was able to get the flag.
Unreal. Salsa hips. Sylvia Contreras. And it's Diana Flores in the zone for Mexico. And ball in the air. But it's no good. Just out of bounds. That one overthrown.
Really nicely thrown ball by Diana Flores there. Just a little bit outside. Receiver tried everything she could.
Yeah,
Monica Rangel to be able to bring it down.
So Flores on second down.
Ball's out.
Toys with the defense. Oh my goodness me. How did she grab that? Way above the head. The former basketball player shows how she used to play it on the court. She's now doing it on the turf.
Look at it. Anna Aguayo is so skilled.
Yeah.
She has maybe the best hands of anyone in this tournament.
Such a tall target.
Elite level skill. And Flores knows that. Flores knows that she can go up and go get the ball with anybody, with the best defenders here in the game. So she uses her size to her advantage, just floats it up there, puts it to only where Aguayo can go and get it. And even when it's too high or seems like it's too high, she goes up, grabs it, snatches it right out of the air, brings it down for completion.
Short cooling break for both sides as it heats up here in Chengdu. Diana Flores standing almost 10 yards back from the snapper. Snap a little off. She has to use her feet. Goes to the air. What a spiral. Couldn't locate it in the air. Could Rangel.
A couple of targets to Rangel's way.
Second down.
No sweat for Flores. Changes the play call at the line of scrimmage. Fakes the handoff, goes to Aguayo. The big body target. Really hard to defend her.
Well, whether it's short yards of 5, long yards of 12 to 15, Aguayo's been easily Flores' favorite target.
Under center again. Handoff, Rincon uses the wheels. One step, two step, couldn't get around the defender. Well played by Zhu Zitan.
Fourth down.
There's a good defense there by China, just holding its ground.
Yes.
Right, not getting too lost, not being able to get beat on a juke or anything like that. Standing tall in front of Mexico.
So fourth down here. Mexico have movement in this one. Flores flips the hips, turns to Rincon for assistance. There's a flag on the play. Rincon throws it to the back of the end zone. Drama on fourth down.
Illegal flag pull. Defense, number 22. 5-yard penalty. Replay third down.
So Wu Jingyi has pulled the flag before the receiver had it. Or pulled it after, in fact, Diana Flores got rid of the ball. You cannot pull the flag of a player who doesn't have the ball.
Just was a couple seconds too late on that. The ball had been already thrown out of her hands.
Almost simultaneous. I find that hard for China. So Flores, another opportunity on fourth down. Rush coming, couldn't get it to Contreras. China celebrate. They've stopped the defending champions on their drive.
It's a big win for People's Republic of China. Being able to stop Mexico, Diana Flores in this offense from scoring. All while taking a penalty too.
Ball just out of reach for Contreras, but she was covered. There's no options open in the end zone for Flores. So China chance to respond with a rocket pass from Xin Yue. Well, they may not have grown up with this game, but they have the skills that look like they did. Xin Yue showing a textbook spiral.
Yeah, Xin Yue, great ball in to Gao Zishuan. Well, here's the thing. Mexico can stop. China can stop Mexico on defense, but can you get some points on offense? And that's the challenge here.
Xin Yue, raw talent. Over the top, now lays a ball. Tried to find Wang Xin, but couldn't. Again, Mexico all over it.
Yeah, Allison Salazar came flying in at the end, hoping for that interception.
Third down, China. Third and 10 to halfway. Xin Yue, the rush is coming really fast, and that one's too hot to handle for Lin Wenzi. She had Salazar right on her back from Mexico.
Yeah, Lin Wenzi upset with herself, punches the ground in frustration after because she knows that ball
Fourth down.
Hit her.
Fourth down.
Right in the hands, right in the middle of the body. Salazar was all over her, trying to impede her from catching the ball, but as we've seen before here in this tournament, Lin Wenzi can make most catches.
Xin Yue on fourth down. Takes to the skies, down the sideline, but Mexico double glove it away. Elizabeth Borda with an important stop for her side.
Yeah, Elizabeth Borda. There's two Mexican defenders there on the play. And I think China needs to realize that the game plan of getting the ball long to Lin Wenzi might not be working. They tried it a couple times already, and Mexico is equal to the task. They know what the game plan is. So China's gonna have to try something else here and get creative on offense.
So here comes Flores again. One score on the board so far. Flag pulled at the 16-yard point.
Second down.
Rincon, their QB2, who provides another look on offense for Mexico. Having two quarterbacks line up. They toy with the blitzer, and then Rincon goes long, showing the arm strength. Oh, she nearly had it there. Really tight defense from China's number 23, Sung Zijia.
Great defense by China. Rincon showing the range on her arm. Andrea Martinez, unfortunately, not able to come up with it, but that's going to be a tough catch to make for anybody.
Look at the technical bench for Mexico. They travel with a large party. They even have a nutritionist who was brought on last year prior to the World Championships to ensure that all of the recovery could be optimized, and it's something they've really been working on. A lot of protein shakes at the end, but recovery truly important as two quarterbacks go to work. And Rincon can turn the jet zone. The seas open up for her, and she weaves through traffic to the sideline at the 10.
Tania Rincon is so fun to watch. Gets the ball, looks to maybe throw it, assesses the field and says, nope, you know what? If it's open for me, I'm going to take my space, I'm going to beat people along the way, and I'm going to get a huge gain for my team.
She's their go-go gadget, isn't she? Here she is again with the ball. Back to Flores. QB1 finds QB2 and back. And it's Flores finding the end zone.
Diana Flores, the recipient of a great play here. Go to open space, and the defender just stopped and watched Flores there. So she got the extra step, was able to sneak in past, score her touchdown.
Beautiful ball and a beautiful play design by Mexico. They want to put 2 on it with this extra attempt. This time it's batted away. Zhang Tianhua, the defensive back for China.
You know, good for China to be able to get in on the play here and just break it up. The intended target was Aguayo, and a great set of hands by number 10, Zhang.
2-minute warning now. In the first half, 2 minutes left. Mexico 2 scores up. China trying to get back into this game. Howlin Kung. Reception made at the 12, and the run continues from Wang Xin, but the flag was pulled early. Flag puller on that occasion, Victoria Chavez. She's Mexico's college flag football MVP. She actually plays with Borrega Santa Fe, which is the same university as Diana Flores, Angela Funes, and Andrea Martinez. A lot of connection between these players, especially on defense. Shovel pass from China and a flag pull.
False start.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
So one of the Chinese players jumped early before the snap. Probably see it here.
It was number 3 for China. Got a little bit of a step there early. You know, you don't see the Mexican sideline too animated. The coach seems to be barking instructions to his defense.
Double lateral move. Len Wenzi ends up with the ball in her hand. She tries to do it all, and it's all too much. Mexico's defense are reading this really well.
Well, I think that's just it. You hit the nail on the head there, Kate. Is Len Wenzi, we know who their MVP is. We know she's the best player on the team, but unfortunately, you know, you're going to need someone else. She can't just be her all the time.
Okay, ahora, si veo un rápido fuera un flat, no voy por él. Ahí lo dejo porque me están buscando la espalda. Y esto es más importante, 0 puntos, que tener la bola. De todos modos lo vamos a intentar, por eso lo quemé, ¿ok? Dale pues unos 3 días, órale. Ah, estás bien concentrada, ¿verdad? Venga.
Dale. 1, 2, 3, sí.
Hey, mira tu espalda.
So Mexico, a quick timeout taken. They've got 2 former World Games champions as assistant coaches on their side bench. One was a defensive player, the other offensive. As we see play restart at 3rd down. Lightning quick ball from Fung Hao Lin, gets rid of it. Wang Xin, the recipient.
Clock stops here on 4th down.
Now Wang Xin able to reach out over the sideline and stop the clock. There's a lot of tactics that come in these final 2 minutes. Sideline, over the sideline with the ball, and you stop the clock. In 2 minutes, you can make it seem like an eternity. So 4th down for China. Mexico on defense, trying to get the stop. Fung Hao Lin over the top. He's in no man's land. Mexican defense well covered. And Alison Salazar almost had a pick there, I think.
Yeah, and Fung Hao Lin did have a receiver over the top. Wasn't the intended target. The intended target again was Lin Wenzi. And unfortunately for Mexico, or fortunately for China, they weren't able to connect on the long ball. They had it open there.
So Flores steps back into quarterback, and Aguayo falls over the sideline with the ball. Flag was pulled before she got out of bounds. So the referees, so the clock continues to run. Fake the handoff, through to the air instead. Mexico driving through Martinez now. Motion from Rincon. Gives Flores an option. She goes there. Rincon directing traffic ahead of her. Completes to Contreras.
It's just too easy for Mexico right now. It really is. You know, the deception of the ball. the shifting left and right, the two quarterbacks confusing everybody. They're such a well-oiled machine on offense.
Very few mistakes made, and I think that's the key difference with Mexico. They've got all these trick plays. It's very rarely dropped. Flores, high snap, brings it down, uses her feet, goes back to Rincon, get out of jail. Rincon down to the end zone, and it's Contreras in for a second time. Touchdown, Mexico.
Flores and Rincon play catch. Contreras is able to get to the back of the end zone, or sorry, almost in the end zone, evade her defender, the defensive back, and just reach in. It's a little bit of a dagger to end the half.
Dagger to the heart for the Chinese. They want to push it in further with two. Flores, that's too long. Did she get her feet down? No. Pushed out of bounds. That was just a little too high. Unusual. Flores usually pinpoint accurate to run out.
Yeah, Flores.
Flores usually pinpoint accurate to run out.
Yeah, Flores.
Flores usually pinpoint accurate to run out. Finally, the flag pulled.
Time out. China.
China
Their
need
first
to
time out of
extend
the
the clock
half.
here.
China calling a timeout with 5 seconds left. Trying to assess things, maybe get a couple shots here at the end zone.
You guys catch it and get out of bounds.
快接球就出界，不用出界。First down， First down， 不是啊，一会儿只剩5秒了。
5秒了，要把时间。That's fine. We're gonna save our next timeout. I want to get 7, 8 yards, make it manageable, so we can get it to the end zone.
对，所以就是两边都是大聘。
Just throw it to the sideline.
再打一打。
Oh.
但是第一档不是停表吗？
已经停表了，出去直接先出界。
That's fine.
对，我们不要让他走表。
Get out of bounds, or yeah,
先让他
so
出
I
界，
can stop the clock.
注意贴边线啊，贴边线。
大聘。
That is
就快出手。
a great look into the huddle there for China on what they want to try and execute here.
Well, Patrick, Ali a little confused. The clock stops at first down, and that's enough. Ali playing to get out of bounds, which is unnecessary when they get the first down, which they do get here, and 3 seconds left on the clock. So this time, they've made it manageable as Ali directed. Now China have to get it 22 yards in one play. Do they go to the air, or do they go to their favorite runner, Lin Wenzi? Well, she can probably do either. Look at Mexico's defense lined right up at the back of the end zone. Oh no, that is not a way to end the first half. Won't end it. Somehow 1 second left on the clock.
That's unfortunate
Second down.
for China.
All right. Thank you.
Just an
Second down.
error that you didn't need to make. Down 20 to nothing. 1 second left.
Hey, give me a timeout at 1. Hey.
The coach asking for a timeout with 1 second left, not realizing that there is 1 second left.
Can you take a timeout at half a second?
It's just going to be you and the DB one-on-one. You just have to make them. No.
Oh, so he's waiting for the play clock to go down to 1 second before he actually calls his play.
Second and final of the
Before he
half.
actually calls his timeout.
Exactly.
So in effect, you have 2 timeouts if you manage it properly.
And you're just going to throw her the ball, not in the air. Listen.
我要看拳吧。
Just forget that she's just running a go.
是
Lynn's
挺
gonna
快
take
的
the。snap and she's gonna look
挺快
left.
的。
Just go. And then she's gonna rip it to her on a line. She's gonna catch it one on one. We're gonna try and make that person miss a flag.
跟他单挑了。
直线前了之后
No,
就直
she's
线
just
前。
running a go.
直线
We're
前
just gonna throw it to her.
OK
We're gonna throw it to you about 10 yards.
对
And then it's
，10
gonna
码
be
就
one
给
on，
大概
one.
10到
Look left first.
15码
Look
就给
left.。
先看左边，再给
Like a
右
10,
边。
like a 10-yard stop. Just throw it to her. Just and let her catch it running.
啊，让他早接到，然后让他跑。
I want her one on one. You can make it
down.
Look for the deception here. They're going to target Gao Zixuan, and they're going to have a runner, probably Lin Wenzi, run a go route. It's Gao Zixuan! Zixuan! Reaches out for the end zone, but she stopped short. The play call was perfect. The execution pinpoint, but half a yard more was all she needed.
It's an incredible way that China was able to use its timeout and design what it wanted, and almost getting its first points of the game, but Mexico, the defense coming up large.
How about putting all eyes on Lin Wenzi, like we said, and then throwing it to the other player? Love that from Jack Reed. So first half ends with Mexico in the lead, 20-0 over the People's Republic of China. Well, what a first half for Mexico, and fascinating to watch as well for China, as we saw a few looks that were really exciting. Most of the time, they're defending the power of the house that is Mexico.
Diana Flores, Tania Rincon, just being able to work the field on both angles. Having two quarterbacks is so key for Mexico. This throw by Flores was ridiculous, and the catch was even better.
That was Chavez getting the point after touchdown. Flores and Rincon, the double quarterbacks, went to work for this incredible one.
Give and go.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So much movement all around all the time for Mexico on offense. And it's really frustrating and confusing for the defense. You saw there that defender 29 pulled up and left her player wide open. So 10 couldn't come across. It's just confusion everywhere.
Yeah, Contreras ending up in the end zone twice. But as you say, Irv, it is often the team play. It's the misdirection caused by other runners where the defense think it's going one way and then a player behind them gets out in the open. You can see on the statistics, nothing in the column for People's Republic of China as yet this building program unable to show anything. And Mexico always trying to go for those 2 points after touchdown. They've only got the one from 3. As we take a look at the best bits of the first half.
Team Contreras has been such a key part of Mexico, both offensively and her leadership as being one of the captains of this team.
Yeah, she led Mexico to gold in 2022 and the World Championships last year. And here she is leading the team on touchdowns for the first half of this quarterfinal. A veteran who started flag football back in high school, joined the national team in 2018, plays multiple positions too. She plays at center, she's a receiver, plays safety in fact for her club OSAS. And a beautiful player to watch, plays with a lot of heart.
Knows the captain's on her. showing some love to her fans, I'm sure, that are watching back in Mexico. And for the People's Republic of China, those that are watching here in attendance have been entertained by this team immensely throughout this tournament, by their entertaining brand of football. Now you hope that they can try and get back to it here in the second half. The game may be out of reach as Mexico, you know, is such a strong team. They're a juggernaut here in the flag football at the World Games. But for the People's Republic of China, down 20-0 here at the half, you still have another game to play a little bit later on this afternoon. So why not go out and try to experiment on a few things?
Why not indeed? The Mexicans and the Chinese, two of the loudest crowds, converge on Chengdu to watch the second half of the quarterfinals. Mexico rolling, China, the unknowns, just trying to put some plays together. And it's Diana Flores that will come back in on offense to start this second half. Short yard gain to Contreras, the double touchdown scorer. She's dropped to the 10.
Yeah, and Contreras, you know, just able to get into those open spaces, so reliable for Flores. Two captains connecting.
Second down now, Mexico. They might try a few different things in this second half. Wobbling ball over the top is no problem for Ana Aguayo. She places the ball 2 yards short of the second down, of the first down. Well, she's actually placed it a yard short, and I thought that that was a generous spot for the officials to give on third down. Here comes the blitz. Flores has to deliver it fast to Contreras. Teammates from the World Games 3 years ago connect once more.
It's been the Contreras show so far in this game. Mexico, 3 coaches on the sideline and another former support staff as well, so 4 in total.
Interesting formation. Rincon took the snap under center. Now Flores is sacked way back at halfway. That's a huge win for Wu Jiayu from China.
Wu Jinwei. What a play. Look at how happy she is able to make that play. Flores always with a smile on her face.
Lateral ball, Rincon, back to Flores. We saw this before. It turned out in a touchdown. This time they get to the 7, within 7 yards of the end zone.
Third down.
You got to think at some point Mexico's going to try and test a few things here for themselves in this game.
Wu Jiaji, the blitzer, in the face of the blitz. It's Flores that stands and delivers to Ana Consuela Aguayo. The tall timber and the safe pair of hands.
No run zone.
Flores now under center. Shovel pass, faked. The throw twice, but it was too long. Wu Jiaji got to the quarterback a second time, but there's a flag on this play.
The referee to give us a signal here.
Illegal contact. Defense number 10. Offense to the goal, automatic first down.
Right, so it's going to be spotted within a yard of the end zone, and they'll have 4 downs to get it in this time.
Oh, and you know what? They've had that shovel pass. Contreras was wide open, and they tried to cut it back, and the Japanese player just grabbed her by the hips and didn't let her go.
Live action now, Flores to Rincon. Yellow flag on the play, and Contreras secures the ball. This will be 3 if it stands for Contreras.
Yeah, 2 from the 5, coach, yeah. There are 2 fouls, both by the defense. Illegal contact. Defense. The point will be the result is a touchdown. The penalty will be enforced on the try. It's a 2-point from the 5-yard line.
So after a lot of discussion, it's what we all predicted. Contreras has a hat trick in the end zone.
Yeah, and Mexico gets a gift for a 2-point conversion on the 5-yard line.
So 2 points on offer from 5 yards out to the back of the end zone, and it's good. Mexico putting on a show. Martinez secures the catch.
Andrea Martinez, back corner of the end zone. You give Mexico that much time and space to convert on a 2-point conversion, you can't get into penalty trouble. That's unfortunately what China's doing right now, but that's a great throw and an even better catch by Andrea Martinez. Look at the way the floor's eyes just open. She opens up to the right side, shuffles a little bit down the field, and able to find Martinez.
Her eyes, one of the most deceptive weapons she has in her arsenal. As Fong Haolin takes place at quarterback for China. Reception by Wang Xin.
Positive gain of about 10 yards.
Second down now, China. Fong Haolin shows off the arm strength. The new quarterback can't connect with Wu Yanran, who was running down the sideline. We've seen that a couple of times go begging.
Well, here's the thing, Kate, is they've tried to go down the field, and in any pass down the field over 15 yards, maybe even 20 yards, it's to no avail because Mexico knows exactly who it's going to and when it's going to happen. They're able to read it every single time.
Third down. Fong Haolin dumps it off short. Nobody home. I don't know what she saw there. In the face of the rush, she did have to get rid of it.
It's the thing, maybe a little frustration starting to set in a little bit for China here. Not being able to click on anything on offense. Up against other teams, they're able to make those big plays and make them work. They did it consistently against every team that they've played. But here up against Mexico, very, very different opponent. An opponent that studies their opponent, so they know the team's tendencies and everything. And they've got the book on China right now.
This play whistled dead early, and I think it might be called on offense.
Offense number 5. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Gao Zixuan moving early before the snap.
Yeah, just another error.
Yeah, definitely jumped backwards.
Even if it's the slightest, if the referee there that can see it or any of the line judges, they're definitely going to be able to call that flag all the time.
Oh, not again. This is the same thing exactly. Such a disappointment for China. I think they tried to call the same play.
Illegal snap. Offense. After distance to the goal, still 4th down.
Wow. So we go backwards again for China on 4th down, the whole length of the field ahead of them.
Just an illegal snap there. Not able to do that within the rules.
They finally get the play off. It's got plenty of trickery in the backfield. And now the run must be good. Gao Zixuan can't get there.
You know what? From where they started to where they ended to where they had to start that play, that's a pretty good turnout for China. that close to getting a first down and a fresh set of downs.
It's the same thing as when they nearly scored in the first half. Yao Zixuan able to reach out, just inches short of her target. Rincon standing at quarterback now. Flores has swapped places with her. Flores playing in a receiver spot there.
That's the thing about this Mexico team. They can have anybody line up anywhere and just confuse the defense.
Rincon in the driver's seat, given QB 1 badge for this drive. Aguayo secures the catch, 2 yards shy of first down.
I don't think anyone can take the ball from Ana Aguayo when she gets it anywhere in her area, unless the ball is poorly thrown. If the ball is anywhere for her to be able to go and grab, she's going to get it.
Aguayo, Rincon launches, and Rincon finds Ronell. Ronell, what a score.
What a play. Rincon all the way to Raniel. And just what a play. Look at this throw. Talk so much about Diana Flores and her arm strength and her ability to be in target. And Raniel said, nope, that's not yours. That's my ball. I'm going to get that. I'm going to take it from your hands to the Chinese defender.
Aguayo and Ronell celebrate. Rincon shows the world that she's coming as well. Mexico on a drive. They're now 30 points ahead. It's nearly peaked off, but really won't matter too much. 34 points ahead. We'll go into a little cooling break, but just to explain that, 30 points ahead means that at the 2-minute warning, the clock will continue to run even if the players go out of bounds with the ball.
I don't even think a cooling break can cool this Mexican offense here at the World Games.
They're on a heater. Absolutely. You know what? I've loved watching Rincon share the snaps with Flores. We all know Flores so well, but now establishing herself in this global flag football scene is Rincon, Tanya Rincon, a quarterback to watch.
And the other thing is Canada watching and scouting this game right now, getting ready for its semifinal, likely against Mexico. You know, there's going to be a lot of 2 quarterback situations. So your game plan if you're the defense. How do you take away one quarterback when the other one is just as good?
So time to go now or never for China. Showing their home fans what they can do on the flag football scene. That one a little overthrown. Shinua just put a little too much torque on it to the left sideline.
Under 10 minutes to go now. Let's see if China can get down to Mexican territory here.
Yeah, let's just put together a drive, and that'd be a success for this new program. Lin Wenzi always lurking, but they give it off to Zixuan. Thought Lin Wenzi was on a go route, but she was double covered.
You know, Zixuan is a great receiver as well. Another big target for China. Very good hands.
And I think as Wenzi has been covered so well, they're starting to go to Zixuan more often as Shinua takes the snap. 3rd down, sidearm ball, showcasing her strength. Stands tall, Yanran gets the first down.
Yeah, Wu Yanran, flag on the play.
Illegal contact, defense. Penalty will be enforced 10 yards from the end of the run, automatic first down.
Well, that will help China. A gift, 10 yards extra for the defensive penalty. marches them to within 15.
That penalty happened right at the end of the play.
Live action now, batted away by the defense. Mexico's defenders are all over it, and Alison Salazar has been involved in almost every defensive play.
Yeah, Alison Salazar is their leader on defense by far. You know, nothing gets past her, really. She comes and she plays a very physical game as well. Physical within the rules of the game, I'll say. But a very, very tough opponent to play against.
Shinue to the skies. Tipped away by Mexico once more. This time it's Elizabeth Bordet.
Yeah, Elizabeth Bordet, watch this, getting her right hand. Just gets her right hand up in the air, basically flicks the ball away. Knocks it down and out of harm's way.
Even if you can't locate the ball in the air, you put your hands up at the right time, watch the offensive player's eyes, and you can intercept that. At least prevent it from being caught. Xinyuet, number 5, sidearm sling. Zixuan, flag pulled at the 10.
I like this drive here by China. You know, making the short passes, not really forcing anything if they don't need to. They get a little bit of help from the officials with the penalty to move it up, but it's up to them now to go in and punch this into the end zone if they can.
Xinyue, a big rush coming. Has to get rid of it. Oh, it's dropped. Had it and lost it. Gao Zixuan. And the offense forced off the field by Mexico's defense. Bullish in the end zone.
Yeah, Gao Zixuan had the chance there. You know, it's a ball that isn't perfectly thrown, but it's a ball that's catchable. So really the only person that could catch it was Gao Zixuan. Wasn't able to come up with it.
So Mexico come back onto the field. Rincon again in quarterback. We mentioned Rincon announcing herself on this international stage. Flores takes a break on the sideline, but it was Tanya Rincon in the most recent NFL Super Bowl commercial with Ashley Clam and other flag football stars. If you watched the Super Bowl this year, you would know it, alongside superstar Pat McAfee. Rincon, a face and a name to remember. Long ball, Tanya Rincon. Ranel was right there, but the defense was right there with her.
No, Ranel runs these routes so good up and down the field.
Right down.
Ranel, part of that gold medal team in 2022. Because of her injury, she actually had to withdraw from selection for a number of years. She's fought to be back in this team, and she's proving why she is there. Rincon down the middle, nearly to the hands of Aguayo. This man-to-man defense doing so well right now.
That's one of the first times I've seen a ball go near Aguayo and her not come up with it. So credit to China and its defense being able to disrupt the pass there. Might have been a little bit of a hold there on the left arm and a push as well. I think that's what Aguayo was complaining about to the officials.
You're absolutely right, Irv. I reckon she wanted a penalty on that. 4th down for Tanya Rincon. This is the territory of stars. Double quarterback move. Flores is back on the field. Flores being harangued by the defender. She lets rip. And it's a 1st down. Of course it is. Aguayo.
We're going to slow this play down and look at Diana Flores and just what she was able to do to evade the defender right here. Just a game of inches, as we always talk about it in football, but she's so good and so deceptive at that. And then eyes wide open, knowing that her big target is down the field, wide open. What a play and what a catch. And obviously the Mexican coaching staff loving it.
That's unbelievable. Unbelievable play by some of the best in the world. Also, Aguayo making herself available at the end of a play. When things don't go your way, you need players to be ready for it. That's exactly what they do, Mexico. Double backward pass. Rincon an opportunity to run if she wants, but she can throw. And it's Contreras again. She's unstoppable.
Touchdown by number 3, the captain,
Two-point try.
again from Team Mexico.
That's 4 touchdowns for Sylvia Contreras in a quarterfinal. You cannot get much better than that.
No, you can't. And they're going for the extra here.
2 points on offer. Rincon, long ball. It's a little too long. No good.
Whale wanted a call again. I don't know if she had any argument on that one.
Coach, 2 minutes, running clock. Coach, 2 minutes, running clock.
So referees just explaining that within 2 minutes and the score being more than 30 points ahead, the clock continues to run. China with 2 minutes of real time to play with.
Clock.
2 minutes to put something on the scoreboard to win back some pride.
First down, Team China.
Fung Hao Lin, a handoff. Lin Wenzi, rugby pass back, nearly bobbled it, but didn't. Held on, Lin Wenzi gets the ball back, and they earn enough yards to get close to the first down, but for all of the bells and whistles, I don't know if it was worth it.
Yeah, and it's interesting about, Lin Wenzi. She's been covered so much in this game that they finally decided to use one of those short passes to get up 6 or 7 yards instead of sending her down the field just to basically do cardio.
Fung Hao Lin, this time a little too high for her receiver Gao Zixuan. As the clock continues to tick down on China's quarterfinal appearance. They will play in a consolation match, but by the looks of everything, well, it is confirmed really, Mexico continue their run to defend the title. Down the middle this time for Fung Hao Lin. There's Lin Wenzi with 4 pink shirts surrounding her and a flag pulled at the 20.
Time out, was it? Time out. China. Their first time out, Emma.
So a timeout taken by China, the home side, the host nation of these World Games. It would be a win to just get a point. If they can get in the end zone one time, in this game against Mexico, that would be effectively a win for the home fans.
Got 1 timeout left, coach.
Yeah, it's going to be a tall order here, as this Mexican defense just as good as its offense.
And Mexico want a shutout. We haven't seen one yet in these World Games. Fung Hao Lin to the sideline. It's good to Gao Zixuan. Stopped at the 15. 5 yards by 5 yards is all they need.
China. Their second and final in the half.
This is really it now. 39 seconds left for China. It's your final timeout. So you hopefully not only draw 1 play, see if you can get 2 plays off in this short amount of time.
The clock will continue to run. There are no stoppages. Incompletion does not stop the clock. Out of bounds does not stop the clock. China, for a little bit of pride and redemption. Ball sailing through the air, but it's picked off. And to shut the door on China's hopes, it's Victoria Chavez.
Yeah, Victoria Chavez, right place, right time. This interception was definitely coming. Seals the deal for Mexico. No points scored. That is a dominant performance, sending themselves off to a matchup with Canada in the semifinal.
Dominant is the word to describe this Mexican side. They are defiant in victory. They're going all the way. That's what they believe firmly. And this was just a business trip on the way to the finals. Winner of the quarterfinal, getting over China. Their next move is into the semi-finals, which will be played this afternoon. But you know, they've got medal matches on their mind. We certainly expect to see them in that gold medal match. So at full time in this quarterfinal, it's Mexico 40, People's Republic of China 0. The first shutout we've seen by any defense in the World Games of flag football. Let's take a look at how Mexico did it. An impressive display by the